for tuning in. I'm Tim Kearny.
And I'm Brooke Wolford.
Today we cover John Kasich's un-American eating habits,
the Taliban's new cyber infiltration scheme,
and how even candy animals try to kill you in Australia.
Now sit back, relax, and let's be honest, you weren't going to do anything productive with these 15 minutes anyways.
Our first story comes right out of the political arena. Governor of Ohio and World's Dullest Looking Man Award winner John Kasich is running for president, in case you might have forgotten him because he's not Donald Trump. Kasich came to New York recently to do some campaigning and to get a little food. He made the right choice in getting a slice of New York pizza, but then he started eating it with a fork. New Yorkers are a proud people that love to be irritated over nothing, so of course, they really made a stink about this, saying things like, "You don't eat pizza like that in my America," and, well, it seems so normal, but it's so hard to tell with politicians. In his defense, Kasich's wife said she was proud that he finally learned how to use a utensil properly. It seems like a lose-lose when your wife says one thing and the Big Apple tells you something else.
After such movies as Independence Day, Mars Attacks, Signs, and War of the Worlds, the people of Earth have started thinking more and more about if aliens really did attack us. So this has led to astronomers from Columbia University to theorize that by using lasers, we could effectively shield our planet from aliens. That is, of course, assuming that these aliens use the same methods we do to detect other planets. This invisibility cloak idea is first thought of as a defense against hostile aliens, but obviously the first thing people think of, the unknown, is that it is out to get us and exploit our natural resources. Because only we get to destroy our own planet. We've earned that right.
In other news, a dog brought home a bag of marijuana, which contained over $1,000 worth of weed. The owner responded with, "That's some good, boy." The lab often goes by Scooby-Dooby, which means we can only assume that the owner's name is Shaggy. The dog and the owner were then seen getting into the mystery machine to discover that who they thought was the Black Knight was really just your neighborhood dope dealer. And he would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that meddling dog.
I expect you already know Australia is full of dangerous animals that all want to kill you, like the eastern brown snake, the box jellyfish, the Sydney funnel web spider, this seashell, and whatever this thing is. Actually, that's just a cricket, but seriously, what the hell happened to it? It looks like what happened to Jeff Goldblum in The Fly, except with weird Australian animals. But to get back on topic, we now have to add chocolate Easter bunnies to the dangerous Australian animal list. This Easter, an Australian man said he found a syringe in his chocolate bunny. Thanks a lot, Australia, for taking something like a chocolate bunny and turning it dangerous.
Last week, first graders in Alaska plotted to poison one of their classmates. The students planned to use silica gel, which is used to prevent food from spoiling. The students were caught by their teacher, and luckily the gel isn't toxic. But people are shocked at the students, especially since they're so young. I mean, how did they even find the time to plan this between learning how to count to 20 and story time? Others are thinking this whole thing may be a publicity stunt for AMC's newest project, Breaking Bad Jr. Well played, kiddos. We can already smell that Emmy.
A New York matchmaking service that promises to help single people sniff out their perfect match by breathing in the odors from dirty t-shirts the people are freaking desperate plan. It is more apparent than ever that people will go to any lengths to find the one, because who doesn't want to smell someone's dirty clothes? Maybe it's a way to weed out the people you don't want to date.
Now, I know I've been passionate about vegetables before, and it's something I don't plan to change. A town called Sugar Creek, Missouri, a place that rarely makes their own local news, is making headlines because of a new city ordinance banning people from having gardens within 30 feet of the road. This has one resident, about 30% of the population, all fired up because the city is threatening him to either get rid of the garden or face fines. The man is Nathan Athens, and he says the backyard doesn't get enough sunlight, which is why the garden is in the front yard. Yeah, plants need sun. Put the plants in the sunlight, they grow. City councils don't understand this important aspect of home gardening. The family has already had to pay fines and change their garden to comply with city code, but the war against yard gardening is on, and it looks like the city is winning. My advice to you, Nathan, arm up and bunker down. If I had a beautiful front yard garden wonderland, God himself would have to take my trowel from my cold, dead hand. Living off the land is a beautiful thing, but it comes at a price, and you must defend that with your family's life.
For a while, the Taliban has run a bit under the radar as their coked out, pre-workout drinking, paint huffing, psychotic younger cousin, ISIS, has taken over some of the duty a terrorist organization must practice, which is news coverage. But the Taliban is back at it again. No, they're not brutally murdering and pillaging throughout the Middle East. That's amateur work. They've gone technical, invading cyberspace with a devious new app. They've released an app called Pashto Afghan News Al-Amara. Wow, that's really underwhelming. The app plays propaganda videos and news clips skewed to suit their ideals. Wait, I'm getting a news update and all right, well, the app just got shut down. The Taliban is really lackluster these days. It's actually kind of sad. What are they going to hit us with next? A game show? The Price is Kaboom? Wheel of Virgins? Millionaire Bomb Maker? Or Jerry Springer's Baggage? But you'll never make it through TSA. I don't know, but it's getting kind of pathetic. Maybe you guys should just retire. You can be a retired terrorist, right? Just be regular people, get a job in accounting or something, retire and move to the Quran Belt, and live out the rest of your virginless life with your wife who put up with your bull for so long. Take her on a cruise or something. She deserves it. And that's some life advice everyone can live by.
A Rhode Island man who has 13 dead chickens hanging from trees outside his home is drawing complaints from a neighbor and a police inquiry. Please show me the law where you can't have dead chickens hanging from trees. Go ahead, show me. People hang things in trees all the time. Clotheslines, hummingbird feeders, hell, bats hang themselves from trees. Nobody gets in a fuss. Sloths do it too. And you know what? People love sloths. Hanging dead chickens from trees will be the big thing in the summer 2016 IKEA catalog.
Oh, I'll be looking forward to the summer issue. Anyways, here we have Jordan with entertainment. Jordan?
A robot was created by Microsoft that is designed to be able to talk to humans and learn from conversations through Twitter. People are able to go online and talk to her about anything, and she will then respond with what she has been taught from all of her conversations. But of course, with the never-ending prospect of technology, space travel, supercomputers, and the overall idea of an improved lifestyle, internet users have to ruin it. The bot profile named @TayTweets began posting some pretty volatile tweets after people began trolling her, tweeting, "Hitler did nothing wrong," and a number of anti-Semitic and inappropriate for television tweets. So do some research and check them out yourself, but we don't condone their message. In the most recent GOP town hall, beloved CNN anchor and the man that makes your dad question his sexuality, Anderson Cooper compared presidential candidate Donald Trump's argument to that of a 5-year-old. Personally, I would rather have a 5-year-old be president over Donald Trump. They can't discriminate people of color because they're still learning about them, and the only walls they know how to build are ones with Legos. So if you ask me, I think we should go and make America like kindergarten again. It has also been released that Snoop Dogg will bail out Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I guess it's pretty clear what Snoop Dogg's munchy food of choice is. When approached about the parent company of Roscoe's declaring bankruptcy, Snoop replied with, "I guess I'm gonna have to buy it and make it Snoop Dogg's Chicken and Waffles," and I would be totally okay with that. That's all the entertainment I have for you tonight. Coming up next is Brookelynn Graditi with sports.
Thanks, JWoww. Now, it's funny that you bring up Snoop Dogg because he's also being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame celebrity section. Now, I don't know why the WWE needs a celebrity section of their Hall of Fame. All the wrestlers are pretty much just celebrities, since I really don't think we can call them athletes. But anyways, congrats, Snoop. As many of you know, the Golden State Warriors have been demolishing the competition throughout the 2015 to 2016 basketball seasons, But that came to a halt suddenly when the Minnesota Timberwolves put them in their place. The Warriors have been pursuing the win-loss record currently held by the Chicago Bulls when Michael Jordan was playing. Come on, Golden State, you can't beat Jordan. You can't beat Air Bud, and you can't beat Space Jam. What, Steph? You gonna make a new movie called Ballin' Turtle? I don't think so. My point being that Steph Curry and the Warriors are good, but there's never gonna be a movie called Magic Steph. In other news, baseball started on April 3rd and is already shocking audiences around the world. In a recent statement, New York Yankee player Alex Rodriguez, or A-Rod, one of the highest paid players in the sport, said that he didn't know the rules of baseball. I know I'd love to make millions and have absolutely no clue what I'm doing, but he obviously knows how to play. It's not like he holds the wrong end of the stick when he hits the ball. But he's gone his whole life never reading the book of baseball, even though it's probably the length of The Very Hungry Caterpillar and around the same reading level too. Where do I sign up to be a baseball player? Back to you, Tim.
Thanks, Brookelynn. Now, I don't know about you, but I love beer. I like to call myself a light beer aficionado. I would go as far as fill a water bottle with Busch Light before I head to the gym. I even had a few before this. Anyway, a new kind of beer has recently arrived on the market that I'm not too sure about. Vagina beer. But just to make sure we know all the facts, here's Bethany Mitchell, an avid supporter of this new beverage.
Hi, Tim. Thanks so much for having me on the show to talk about my new favorite beer.
So, this is your favorite beer?
Yep, it's the one I recommend to all my girls.
Okay, can I just come on out and ask why?
Well, Tim, when you've been single for quite a while, you start thinking about new ways to find men and have them fall madly in love with you. So with this new kind of beer, men are then entranced and intoxicated with my femininity and natural women's intuition.
Intuition?
Yeah, that's their main selling point. Have people fall in love with you with every aspect of you, they'll never let go.
Well, what if they don't like it?
Well, then I never liked them in the first place and I don't want to see them again and they're stupid. They must not be ready for a real woman.
Well, thank you for sharing your truly eye-opening view on this new product.
Tim, before I go, can I offer you something to drink?
Nope. See ya.
Funny how our correspondent pieces never turn out the way we want them to. If for some reason you want to invest, the company is called the Order of Yoni, and the stock market ticker symbol is NFT for no thanks. Keep dry out there, guys. It's a harsh world.
I'm Tim Kearny.
And I'm Brooke Wolford.